If you've been trying to manifest your dreams and desires, you've been visualizing, imagining, and doing all kind of manifestation practices, and you still don't seem to be able to manifest your dreams, this might be the thing that you're missing. Hello, my name is Helia. Welcome to my channel. I want to talk about a very, very powerful practice that I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor. So many times I hear people saying, I have been practicing manifestation. I've been studying law of attraction. I watched the movie The Secret. Nothing seemed to be changing. I'm reading books. I'm writing my goals. I'm visualizing my goals. Nothing seemed to be changing. One of the most important things that Bob Proctor teaches is higher mental faculties. We have different higher mental faculties. I just want to talk about one of those higher mental faculties today, which is the very important one, and it is called the will. You might have heard people talking about willpower, and I want you to think about, what do you think when someone talks about willpower? What comes to mind? To me, before learning Bob's teachings, what willpower represented was pushing through, hard work, making things happen, hustling and grinding. And this is not the willpower that Bob talks about. The will is the mental faculty that gives you the ability to hold one idea on the screen of your mind to the exclusion of the outside distractions. So the will is the ability to hold one idea on the screen of your mind. And what is that idea? That idea is your goal. That idea is your dream life. That idea is the amount of money you want to earn, the number of clients you want to have, the kind of work you want to do, the kind of house you want to have, the kind of relationship and partner you want to have. The will is holding that idea on the screen of your mind, regardless of distractions and what is going on in your world, and regardless of what you are witnessing as results in your 3D world. How many of us are able to do that? I dare to say less than 1% probably. Because what happens is that we practice manifestation methods, we write down our goals, we say affirmations for a few minutes in the morning, if you're really good, for a few minutes at night. We close our eyes, we visualize our goal, we meditate for a few minutes in the morning, few minutes at night. But what happens in between during the whole day? Are we keeping our goal on the screen of our mind with will, with focus, with concentration? Are we able to not to let anything else get into our mind and get into your emotions? Or are we getting affected by the results and what we are witnessing? So it's really important to develop this willpower, and we don't have it developed because no one has taught us. So we need to practice. How do we practice? There's a simple practice that I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video, but I want to really emphasize on the importance of the willpower, because what happens is that people visualize their dream, but they go about their day. They let the result of what they don't want, the current results that they want to change, obviously they don't want it, the bank account, the relationship, whatever it might be, because they haven't developed their willpower, they let those things, those circumstances, situations, and hardships, and the things that they don't want, they let these things affect them, get into their mind, get into their heart, get into their feelings. And that is just gonna destroy all the practices, visualization, manifestation practices that they have done. You will get to your goal as soon as you understand how important this concept is. You need to develop your willpower. You need to be able to focus on your goal and your dream all day long. It might not be possible to do it all day long, 100% of the time, but the more you practice, the better you get. And the more you practice, the longer you can hold that picture on the screen of your mind. And the picture you're holding on the screen of your mind, your dream, your desire, your wishes and your hopes, your ideal future, your thoughts are like magnet. The more you think about what you want, the more the universe will deliver you resources, people that are going to help you to achieve, to manifest that dream. So it's just a matter of understanding what the willpower does and how to develop that. So what it does is that it excludes all the distractions, the unwanted. So you stay on a frequency of the things that you want, instead of the things that you don't want. You don't let your mind go to the things that you don't want. It doesn't mean that the unwanted things don't exist. They might exist. You might be really experiencing a really hard time. They're real, but just because something is real doesn't mean that you have to focus and concentrate on that. You have to learn to focus and concentrate on the things that you do want, not the things that you don't want. So how do you develop this willpower, this higher mental faculty that is going to get you from what you don't want to what you do want? The will is the same as the other word for explaining the will is focus, concentration, having a laser focused thoughts. And it requires some discipline. The practice you can do that I learned from Bob is that you either put a dot on a wall or light a candle, look at that light or look at that dot, look at that candle for as long as possible. And obviously, your mind is going to get distracted. The monkey chattering mind is going to bring on some thoughts. You're just going to redirect your focus. You're not going to be hard on yourself. You're not going to blame yourself. You're not going to say, oh, it's not working for me. It's absolutely normal for the mind to be busy and have thoughts. That's totally fine. That's totally normal. That's what the mind does. A thought come to your mind, you become aware of that thought, good or bad, you put it aside and you say, I'll think about it later. For now, I'm just focusing on this candle light. And you focus on the candle. Another thought comes. You say, I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to observe it like clouds passing by on the sky. I'm going to let this thought go and I'm going to redirect my focus. I concentrate on this candle. I concentrate on this dot on the wall. That's the practice you need to do. And you know what? For months and months after I took Bob Proctor coaching, it's so interesting. Human beings are so interesting. I knew this is the practice that I have to do, but I didn't. Your mind is not going to let you do that. Your mind doesn't want you to do anything new. Your mind doesn't want you to get out of your reality, because the reality that you live in, as much as you hate it, it is what is familiar. And the mind first job, first responsibility is to keep you in the familiar, because familiar is safe. Familiar is what the mind knows. The mind, your subconscious mind, hates to go to unknown. But you know, in order for you to change your life, you need to go to the unknown. So that's the practice. You make yourself to sit down for a few minutes every day and you just increase that time. Maybe you start with 1 minute and then the next day you go to 1.5 minutes. And then you just increase that to get to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour would be perfect. You train your mind and you train your body to sit still and to focus and concentrate. That's how you develop the willpower. And when you do that, you become so strong, your mind becomes so strong and so resilient, and you'll be able to focus on your dream and your goal more and more. And that's how you stay on that frequency. That's how you stay on that vibration of the things that you want, regardless of your current situation. And that's how you change your current situation. That's how your life starts to change. Doors start to open. People, events, circumstances, opportunities, things are going to start to change because you're staying on that frequency. Let me know if you're up to a challenge, and maybe we can hold each other accountable for this challenge, for this willpower practice, starting from 1 minute a day. Let me know in the comment section, and maybe we can hold each other accountable. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon.